The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Oh, they'll try a reverse here to start out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Complete to Sam Laporta. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball again on second down. Now he's free to midfield. Breece Hall racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. They still can't get it. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Able to shake him, and the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, cornerbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Commanders 7.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Romadunze. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
On game of 19 yards. First down, Washington.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Ray. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
That is caught by Dell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. And
down he goes. A second back right around the 41-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Back to throw here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
A pass complete to Odunze.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play.
He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Got his man, Dell.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
He may go.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
He finds Douglas complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Lions will take over. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught by Laporta. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Complete to number 87, Sam Laporta. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. In
motion left goes a tight end.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught at the 7.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Flush to his right, and they'll bring him down right around the 13.
This is 2nd and 8. And now they'll shift things around.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Right side to Williams.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
2nd and 3. Steps away to his left. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for the Lions.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. It's a quarterback sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here's 3rd and 10. Across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm